Welcome back to Satisfactory. Hey, today we're just going to take a little bit of time getting phase 2. Not completed, but we're just going to set it up, right? We're going to stick with our test benches. We're not going to build any major factories. We're just going to set some things up to work while we do other things. Now, I didn't do any research on this beforehand, so we're just going to wing it. I don't know if I have enough stuff. I don't know anything. I literally know nothing. I'm thinking the automated wiring is always the easiest. So let's put that in. Stators and cable. Stators and cable. Automated wiring. I think we could probably just do a handful of wire. We'll just connect that like that. And let's pull power. Oof. We'll just get power in this area. And then while we're at it, let's drop this wire off. We only need 100 of them, but I think that's still like 2,000 wire. It's a ridiculous amount of wire. Or cable. Gotta not confuse wire and cable. Let's get a little air view here. We got 2,000 cable left. We need to keep a little bit on us though, so can't drop it all off. But we can drop off a good chunk. And then keep a little. And then see how much we have left. 3,500 cable. And that's on a requirement of 2,000 cable. 100 of these. Right? 100 of these. Times 20 of these. That's 2,000 cable. It's a perfect amount. We've got more than that in there. Then we've got stators. We need 2.5 stators per minute. Technically, we need 5 stators per minute. We got a little bird over here. Being a bird. Let's see what the stator situation here is. Oh, one of these makes the 5, so we're only going to put one of these machines in. And then we'll just go... Well, I could probably move this back. And then we'll just do a little... high work. We'll split this in line. And then we'll just keep splitting it. Exactly like that. And on this one, we want to make stators. Like so. So now we need wire and steel pipe. We're going to need a lot of one of those. Let's look at those numbers. Stators. We need... Actually, only 100 stators. That's not bad. 300 steel pipe and 800 wire. See, now this is stuff I definitely should have been doing all along. I only looked at it again because we were getting close to the completion of our smart plating. So I was like, oh, what's going on with the smart plating? And what's going on is we're basically almost done. Steel pipe and wire. Actually, we've got enough of both of those. 300 steel pipe and 800 wire. We got all of that just on us. I'll keep 1 stack of this. Wait, why did I drop rotors? Why did I reconnect that when I knew that the output is wrong? There we go. We wanted to drop steel pipe. We have a little less steel pipe, but still enough because we only need 100 stators. Beautiful, perfect, beautiful. And we'll just connect that directly. We're still making a little bit of smart plate. Do I have enough to... Let's just jam this in. That's enough to make another 100 smart plate, which is more than enough. We should be making exactly enough where as soon as this one gets used, another one should be arriving. Wow. So exact that you didn't even see it go down. That's just in time right there. Anyway, we got our wiring going. How far are we on the versatile frames? Bunch of steel and a bunch of frames, and I do mean a bunch. 6,000 steel beams and 500 modular frames. 6,000 steel beams is a lot. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have the stuff to really set this up. Ooh, I dropped off all my steel pipes. Let's grab some of these back. We'll just go up with this one, right? Just give ourselves a little more room. Exactly like that. Oh, that's going up, but whatever. I'm going to put that in the category of whatever. And then we've got this cable. Wait, that's trying to make something else. We want to make versatile frames. We could force feed it some basics there just to get us going. Probably don't have a ton of frames lying around. Actually, way more than I thought. Frames and steel beams. We definitely don't have steel beams lying around because we're uploading those. So yeah, that's gonna be a little tougher. I'm thinking... I want to take enough... Well, see, I should probably build this Miner Mark II nearby. I was going to build it halfway across the world, but if I just need more coal, I should probably just build it nearby and then figure out what else to do with that coal as part of future. You know what, though? I probably don't have the belt speed for that. I'm going to check. And we are taking a mini break from this insane starter factory that we've started. We're only a few connections away. I should probably just finish it, but if I feel myself kind of devolving in my build quality, I find it's better just to take a break, come back to it later. No steel at all. So we're definitely going to need coal to make the steel. I should probably, before I even go over there, I should probably move some coal. Try to make some steel in the meantime, you know? Yeah, there's a couple chunks in there. The problem is coal to steel beams is like 4 to 1. 4 coal for every 1 steel beam. It drops rapidly. Yeah, see that beam right there is where that other coal mine is. It's kind of far away. We'll make a couple steel pipes because we're using those steel pipes to make encased beams. But over here, what we really want is to make beams. So that'll give us 130 steel beams or so. Probably not enough to extend the speed of this, and I'm pretty sure we don't have high quality belts over here already. I honestly don't want to deal with my sand pit, so I'm going to go around. The grassy fields is easy if for no other reason that you've got so many things growing. I mean, technically, even if I went out to the other one, it would still be so far away. And we're full on concrete, which isn't great. I might need to start thinking about how I want to store concrete in the concrete factory long term. I want to store it in a place where I can pick it up. Ooh, but I also want to store it in my depot. And then I also need to think about where it's going to land for connecting to other parts of the factory. But for now, let's just see how fast this is. Yeah, it's a Mark II belt. We've got steel beams. 270 max. I don't even think we've got enough material to get... Oh, no. We can make it to the box. That's actually good because then we can... Let's drop this. Put in a big old industrial storage container. Of course, I don't have the steel to do it. That's okay. We got steel hooked up to our dimensional depot. We'll have steel in a minute. Uh-oh. We definitely don't have the pipes for it, though. Gonna have to accept defeat on that. Invalid conveyor shape. I don't think I'm going to be able to go too much farther with this. I'd love to be able to get more coal into the factory. But yeah, we're going to run out of capacity. You know, I could take the cheap way out. It would save me a little bit of steel. Just going to immediately split this. It doesn't do the full 270 is the problem. It only does 240. Little short lift. I think we'll come back and upgrade this in a second. This will allow us to move more coal in the immediate. It doesn't help us long term, but right this second, while we don't have the steel to build it the right, quote unquote, right way, we can build it the wrong way. You know, if I drop this, put a merger back on here. I can move that full 270 without using steel beams. Because now we've got 3 belts. And the full 270 makes its way into here. I think we have to upgrade this one. Oh, it's already upgraded. Yeah. I'm not going to review that. I'm just going to call it working. The only thing I will double check though is that it's actually getting the most it can. So yeah, if I really wanted it, I could overclock this to 270. We'll pick up the coal because that's what we want. We want the coal. Ooh, right on the edge. If I were building this out, where would I want the delivery, like the manual pickup of concrete to be? I'm thinking kind of right here. Of course, I don't have the steel pipes to pull that off. I definitely have the steel pipes though. I just don't have them in my inventory. We've got steel pipes hanging out. Well, we want to make sure we've got power, so let's give you one full stack. We've got the automated wiring on its way, 86 out of 100. Only 70 versatile frames, and we're completed the smart plating. Yeah, there's 851 pipes in here. Okay, we're making steel pipes. Let's take a moment, now that we do have these awesome... I don't think we're going to need a ton of concrete. We are probably going to need some steel, though. Just keep pulling that in. We're going to let that run a little bit. We're just going to do a little design work on our concrete factory. I know the the basic idea of the dimensional depot reduces the need, but doesn't eliminate the idea that you want to have big stacks ready to go. There's still opportunities. Like having a nice constant drip of concrete available for building is nice. But nothing beats being able to go over to a place and pick up 6,000 concrete and just have it. I'm on the easement. Don't run me over. I wanna... Oh, do I not have the conveyor hole walls yet? People don't have those. Oh, that's shocking. I should consider getting those. That's gonna force me to think about where I put my coupons. I think I put them over here by my... Yeah, they're right over here. I have a memory that says I want to keep that alien DNA for MAM research.
Walls are one of humanity's greatest inventions. They definitely stand above floors.
They stand above floors. I get it. Good old-fashioned conveyor wall. Let's put this kind of right here. Good old classic. Now let's see if we can actually connect this. It is right on the edge, isn't it? Do I want 1 belt's worth or 2 belts worth? And am I spending all my steel building this is the question. So let's drop it down. We can upgrade later. Oh man, we're only using a Mark 1 belt at this point. Holy moly. The way I would take this is that we theoretically want 9 levels of this factory. Do I require every level to do everything? I don't think I do. I think I'm okay with just some of the levels doing certain things. I think for right now, this is good enough. I suppose if I wanted to make this a factory floor, though, I might make it so this is walkable. How big is this? 4. And this is 22 hard way, so that's 18 hard way as a guess. Nope, 18 easy way. We were almost there. Trying to make this concrete factory last a little longer. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be our concrete factory. Like, we're not gonna have a separate one. Okay. You don't want me to get any higher than this. I think we'll just start it. Do I want it to be 2 or 1 total belt? I think this is going the wrong way. It is. And we'll just use all slow belts for now. So that's plenty of storage for us to keep our concrete factory running. And I'm not desperate to make sure it's always running all the time. But when I need concrete, I like to have concrete. I can't do 2 levels of that. we're going to have to stick with just one full industrial storage container, which is probably enough. So that is kind of a little improvement to our concrete factory. Eventually we'll have to come back and put a nice little cover on that so it looks really cool. I might change that, but for now I think it makes sense. That sign's way too small. Okay. Let's see if we've got some extra coal. That was a nice side quest to allow for more coal to accumulate. I just don't think we're going to have enough coal to really rock this. I wonder... Special... Miner Mark II. I mean, we theoretically could double down and make more coal way over there in the distance. .72 encased beams. Looks like we more or less have the materials to do this. Let's do it. I'm just gonna build out to this coal plant or coal node. .326 out of 450 power. We're gonna get to the point where we need more power. Now, my current plan is just to overclock, to be honest. They said something was tracking me, but I never saw what it was. I like the idea of a summer sloop. It's probably supposed to be a summer's loop.
We hum a simple melody into the effigy, yet we hear no harmony. It covers the temple in bones and organs and limbs, yet ignores our bleeding wounds. Scripture is needed. Consume.
A familiar pattern is emerging in your brain. Please assess yourself for signs of concussion. If necessary, a replacement pioneer will be dispatched. Work must continue. Replacement delivery schedule estimate. Error, years.
Yeah. I'd like to think that I'm irreplaceable. It's just probably that they've got no one to replace me, which is effectively the same thing, just a bigger hit to my ego. see here.
I don't know. Have a good day.
This is actually not as far away as I thought it was going to be. Oh no, I don't have any ammo. But I think we'll just run this straight in. Right, done and done. Next time we want a good chunk of coal, we'll have 3 industrial storage containers. Potentially. If we're willing to wait 240 per minute between visits. And it's really not that far away. I thought it was a lot farther away. Just gotta make sure we don't fall down into the void. Of course, at some point when it comes time to actually build a steel factory of good reputation that we'd be proud of, we'll connect all that. I might go with tractors instead of trains. We're just not getting enough chunks of coal. We're at 93 out of 100 on automated wire, which leads me to believe we are short ever so slightly. We're short on stator. We're short on steel pipe. 3 steel pipes make 1 stator. 1 stator makes, so we need 3 times 27. Okay, that's enough. Not gonna worry about that anymore because we have provided enough material. Steel beams. I could drop these. And once again, instantly we need more steel beams. A 1,000 versatile frames is going to be kind of a lot. Let's go over. We got 44 minutes. I know we're kind of all over the place, but that's the start of the game for you. We want to make sure we're making progress on the phases. Now I think I kind of have a cleared enough palette where we can consider the insanity of trying to build without any type of transversal aid. So here we've got 3 smelters that aren't connected. This is our plate. Right now it's our plate starter, which is probably going to be mostly our plate factory. And we'll just change the recipes to make it our rod factory as well. But we've got 3 connections. One right here. So let's just go up a bit. So that's 1. Then we can just do 2. And then the third one is right here. And that's connected right. Ooh. That's a tight belt, but it fit. So that's all the inputs, I believe. Now we just got to get all the outputs connected. We really need a jetpack. At the very least. Let me see here. Ah! I got the crouch part of the crouch jump, but didn't jump. We want to send everything up. So wait, we do want to send everything up, don't we? I gotta check on this direction of this. Okay. I was worried there for a second. We got to send it all up so we can display it on the way down. It's not the most efficient, but it's the coolest. Oh, can design the most complicated, super annoying thing, but can't do a crouch jump. All right. We want everything to go up. So that means this direction, right? If I put another merger on here just for convenience sake. Oh, I probably want to keep the outputs on the steel beam. But not necessarily output of this. I mean, that's only outputting 20 per, so. So let me double check. Yeah, the plates are the fast version of this, so 20 per is fine. I want to merge it with the fast belt though, because that's, you know, where we have most of our stuff coming out. We've got 2 more machines that we need to connect. But I want to check to see if we've got any more coal. Then I think we'll call it. Basically, this is kind of a transitionary, moving things along. We did a lot of little stuff, right? We got our concrete factory ready for Pioneer pickup. Only one side is loading for some reason. I probably don't want to get myself into this conversation. We'll just unload the stuff that we had preloaded. Right, this is a preload. Really, we don't want to have to come all the way down here to pick up concrete. And then we'll just grab a little bit to go. The rest of it will take care of itself. I just wanted to be able to say, yes, we are loading both of our Pioneer pickups for concrete as the thing that we got done. And then let's check our coal supply here. We'll take all of that, leave 1 stack. We need to make more steel. And then we'll take one more trip to our new coal facility. Of course, we don't have any steel beams. I'm hoping that there's a good chunk of coal there, even though we haven't been gone that long. Maybe there's a couple thousand. $3,000. I'll take that. That's worth 1,000 beams. Not worth a ton of versatile frame though. 1 frame equals 2 frame. Wait, why am I so concerned with steel at this point? Oh, because you need the steel beams directly to make the versatile frames. And it's a ratio of 6 steel beams for 1 frame. So we need 6,000 steel beams. Oof. That's the one I should have been working on this entire time. And the double trouble is that we're using all of those beams to build belt. So as fast as we make them, we're basically using them. Kind of have to find a way to discipline our steel beam usage. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We are mixing it up. Of course, as soon as I say that, I use a bunch of steel beams to make more steel beams. Can I replace this container? No. All right. That coal is making our steel beams for us. The other thing I could do is I could do a set aside for the steel beam. There's really no upside to that, though. It would just keep me from spending it. That's really the only upside. And I think in a world where I want the steel beams because I'm doing something, I don't want to limit myself like that. So I'll just upload the steel beams and kind of manually move them over. We need 500 frames. I got 115. We're actually making a few frames as well. I'll just set that up. We'll leave a couple of those ready to go. We can get to this. It's always nice when you can say, okay, one ingredient is fully supplied. We're not there yet, but that's kind of what my mindset is. It's always nice to be able to say, okay, hey, we've got all the frames we need. Now we can just focus on getting the beams. But I think next episode we'll go ahead and finish off the iron plate blueprint. I'm planning on building it 9 times per resource, so it's going to be a lot of high-end stuff that we technically don't have access to. But I'll handcraft that stuff. We'll finish this. We'll build it up 9 times, probably in the episode after that. And then we'll have to find our iron. We'll have to find a good place for this building. Something that gives us future access by way of truck. But we'll deal with all that in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.